So, we were talking smack before we got the camera rolling and figured we'd keep it going a little bit. But we wanted to hop on just briefly to talk about the other stuff that's coming up in season 2, because we already told you about the Jesus episode, which we filmed.
We did.
And I'm not going to lie, dude. The Jesus episode so far, I think it's my favorite episode that we've done. I think we really
It's a very important one.
We did a good job with a very touchy subject of presenting both sides fairly and showing where their side is weak and showing where their side is strong.
That's true.
So,
we did.
Yeah, I think
we did. Even, and I'm a total skeptic. So this was probably the hardest subject that we've covered so far for me to be neutral to.
Yeah. We did good.
I think we did decent.
Good.
Cheers.
Diasiss
Cheers to season 2.
He's definitely more on the skeptical side. I'm definitely more on the he certainly existed side. But I think we approached it between the two of us very fairly and evenly. Yeah. I don't think we pushed too far on either side. So I think we did a good job there.
Yeah. If you're wondering why we were kind of laughing, I just want to say, John, if I had 1/4 of your confidence, I mean, seriously.
And like I told Diasiss, 1/4 of my confidence could power China.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
I've always been very, very confident. I don't know,
I'm not going to lie, too. It's like I look bolder than I actually might be. May or may not be. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, I might look somewhat rogue, but can be very, well, it's been rumored that sometimes I can be occasionally a little insecure.
It's just filthy, dirty rumor, though. Don't believe any of it.
Exactly. Lies. Never mind.
My personal philosophy, and I've talked to you about this, is that I know I am fantastic, but I do not look down on other people because I think every person has greatness in them. I think everybody does. And I think people need to recognize their greatness. And when I say greatness, I mean your own.
We can turn anything into a topic, apparently.
Yeah, when I say greatness, I don't mean like, I'm better than other people.
No.
What I mean is your own
Seek personal greatness.
Yeah, to achieve the things that you want in life. I think everyone can do that. And I don't think anyone should sell themselves short in thinking that they're not good enough to fulfill their dreams. That's what I mean when I say that I think everyone has greatness. And I just wish more people would recognize it in themselves and not look down on other people, but just recognize it in themselves. That's all.
I mean, that's a good point. I personally, I do kind of struggle feeling insecure or good enough. But, I mean, that's one area where we agree. I have always, and anybody who knows me, regardless of how unconfident or inconfident or whatever I feel in myself, I still try and strive to achieve the best that I can do. And I've always told all my friends that and my family because, I have a lot of friends and family who struggle with a very similar thing of not feeling good enough, feeling insecure. And I just say, hey, you know what? All you can do is be the best person you can be. Just be the best person that you can be and set goals to achieve what you dream for every day.
And know that you're capable and you deserve it. Know that you're capable and that you deserve it. I think those are the pieces that a lot of people lack.
It's very constructive thinking.
You should always be optimistic. Now that you're not blindly optimistic, you recognize the problems, you recognize the hurdles, but you don't think that you cannot overcome them. Like I love that quote that the difference between that courage doesn't mean a lack of fear. It means doing it anyway. Charging in anyway. And of course you have fear. Of course you have insecurity. Of course you worry that it may not work, but you go ahead and you do it because you believe in yourself and you believe in what it is that you're doing. Now, if you don't believe in what you're doing, just don't do it. Don't waste your time doing stuff you don't believe in.
Well, at least at the end of the day, you can say, we tried.
Yeah.
I mean, what better way to spend your time than pursuing your dreams and doing what you want to do?
Fail fast, fail often. I heard that from a Freakonomics podcast, which I used to love to listen to. The guy, I forget his name, but he's the economist, and he teaches economics. He's a professor, and he says that he teaches the students that fail fast and fail often, because if you try a bunch of things, you'll get to the thing that sticks, and so you take that a little further. And then if it keeps sticking, it'll ramp into something great. But if you run into a wall quickly, that's a sign that that's not the thing for you. If it's too hard at first, then it's probably not meant to be. But if you see in your first trial some success, however small, you build on that. And I've been following that way of thinking most of my adult life. And so far, so good. I mean, here we are, right? We're doing a show that we love. We're very proud of it. Everybody except the flat earthers likes us.
Man. He couldn't. You guys knew he couldn't leave you out.
Except for Agent Smith, who he's cool. He's a flat earther, but he's in the comments. He's cool. I like him.
Well, I mean, he's the best character in the Matrix.
He is an awesome.
He is the best, man. Agent Smith and the twins.
The twins were awesome.
The twins were.
I think the last two films are very underrated. I like all three.
You're like, I don't like sequels.
Yeah. Now,
Shut up.
The first one was the best, and I can't wait for the reboot. But I liked all three personally. But I just dig Keanu Reeves and all the,
Keanu Reeves is the shit.
John Wick, favorite movie series.
You can come on our show anytime, Keanu. Anytime.
When we're as famous as you, see, here comes the confidence.
When,
not if, when we will gladly
when we're your president. Damn it.
No, that's one job I don't want.
Did too far?
Yeah.
A little too
you can be the
out
president.
The window?
Yeah. If you run for president, I'll vote for you. Let's put it. How about that?
Hell yeah.
You'll be all right.
Hell yeah.
You fit the requirements? They're pretty low. It doesn't take a lot to run for president. It takes a lot to win.
We'll go to war. Okay, elect him. We're going to blow shit up and take everything.
All right.
That was a nice random-ass tangent we went on.
Yeah, it was a good tangent. Good tangent.
All right, all right.
Good. So after that random-ass tangent, let's talk about the other stuff we're going to cover. So we covered Jesus. Yeah. We're going to cover Zeitgeist, which we touch on in the Was Jesus Real episode, but we want to get into more detail.
Yeah, and we might want to explain that for dummies. Not dummies, but, as the saying goes.
Zeitgeist is a movie that talks about... Zeitgeist just means, like, the culture and thinking of the times, right? And it covers a bunch of different topics, but one is whether or not Jesus was mythological. Right. And it goes into a lot of details, and... Once we cover Zeitgeist, we'll cover the details. And sadly, I'm afraid, why they fail when you actually dig into the details.
It's some of the best dot connecting that... Can I say it?
Yeah.
It's some of the best dot connecting that isn't real that I've ever seen.
It was amazing. When I first saw it, I was just enamored and enraptured. Like, wow, that's so cool.
I know,
but then it all
I know deflating atheism is like clapping his hands like, yes, yes.
Yeah, so we're going to cover Zeitgeist. We're going to cover Angels and Demons, which we've mentioned before, in separate episodes.
Da Vinci style.
We're going to cover the Bible in general, not just Jesus, but the Bible in general, and the history and whether or not what we have today is actually like true to what it was in the beginning. We're going to dig into all that because there's a lot of evidence on both sides, and we'll talk about it.
When's the election coming up?
November.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
If you getting on the ballot, I'll vote for you.
Hey, that's right.
People write in.
Because I'm cooler than Bernie.
Every year, a certain portion of the population votes for Jesus.
Every year. And you know what?
And Michael Jackson and Santa Claus.
I will vote for Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Big Mike. Okay. Did you know that there was one year where there was a sizable number of people? Here we go. They voted for, guess who? Guess who they voted for? These nuts! No bullshit. No bullshit. There was a margin.
It was enough to be in the margin.
Do you remember that? It was enough to be in the margin where people literally voted for D's nuts.
That's crazy.
No bullshit. There was I forget like how for real or legit, whatever, but whatever.
Leave it to Americans. Now I gotta look
America,
up and see.
the greatest country in the nation.
After this episode is over, I'm gonna go look that up and see if that's for real.
No, it is for real. Like they voted for D's nuts.
Oh,
voted for D's nuts.
Another topic we're gonna cover because I have a friend who is Wiccan. She's into witchcraft. Yeah. And so she's been asking us to cover witchcraft. And apparently it's a huge thing right now in the U.S.
That is
so
amazing.
We're going to do an episode on witchcraft and what it's all about.
Make our show successful.
Near-death experiences, that is an awesome rabbit hole.
Yeah.
NDEs are really fascinating. And there's a guy in Charlotte who does regressions. What do you call it that? I can't remember. It's the regression thing where he's supposed to draw out your previous life's memories. And so we're going to go to him.
We got to do that.
We're going to go to him for that episode.
Stay tuned.
And we'll film it if he'll let us.
Or we'll kick your ass.
And we'll show you guys what that's like. So that'll be really interesting. Numerology. I
like numerology.
Yeah, we're going to cover numerology.
Check this out. So I keep seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe and granted, to be in true is that for real fashion, maybe my mind has programmed my brain to look at the clock every time it's 12:34. But I look at the clock at 12:34, nighttime, daytime, almost every day. And I see a lot of 444. So I don't know. Maybe that means something.
Well, we'll cover it and find out. I used to wake up every morning at 5:07 back when I had like an hour and 15-minute commute to work.
Kind of like 6:07.
Never 6:07.
No.
Let's not get into that. 5:87, not 6:07. Some of you know what we're talking about.
Wink, wink. Inside joke.
Past life experiences. That's when we're going to do the regression testing or whatever they call it. The regression thing. Lucid dreaming. Satanism, which is not what you think it is. Which one?
You got to tell the audience about your lucid dream experience.
I've had so many.
You had a really interesting one where it was, that could be something else related, but whatever you're going to have the cut on your finger the next day.
Oh, that would fit in the lucid dream one. Yeah, we'll talk about it in lucid dream.
Hell yes, stay tuned. That's a really, really
that was a
trippy ass dream.
Questioning either my sanity or the validity of my skepticism moment. So we'll cover that in lucid dreaming. That's a good call. Satanism, which isn't what you think it is.
No.
It was named Satanism basically to piss off Christians. That's really what it was.
I kind of think so.
That's really what it was. And we're either going to cover Zangbedo or subliminal messages or both. We'll have to see. Because
those are both
That's
cool.
14 and we're doing 13 this time. We might combine angels and demons and then do both of those.
So and for those out there, Zangbedo for dummies, look that up because it's
crazy stuff.
That's some crazy shit. So these guys in Africa my professional conjecture. These guys in Africa dance around with voodoo magic. These guys and gals, and they're like raising hell, and these things that look like big pom poms start dancing around and shit. And supposedly there's nobody or nothing in them.
Supposedly,
yeah, it's really neat though.
And
then they light them on fire afterward.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But it's scary as shit. Like, I can't imagine being next to some big, huge pom-pom thing, brightly colored, and then this music starts playing, and the damn thing starts moving towards me. I would jump out of the damn studio. I would literally jump through this green screen.
It looks
and out
really
onto the
interesting.
street.
Just my cursory, because I haven't done the research fully on that one yet, but I did look into it as a cursory
it's crazy.
Examination, and it was very interesting. So I look forward to doing that one. Yeah, so we got a lot of good stuff coming, a lot of very interesting topics. I'm going to keep ramping up the promotion of the Jesus one to try to get a lot of people on the premiere. Hopefully, that would be great if we could get, at least a few dozen, maybe 100 people. 100 would be amazing on the premiere for that one, because I know that is a big deal to a lot of people, especially as Christianity kind of wanes in Western civilization. A lot of more people are asking that question, like, was this guy for real?
Right.
and how do we know he is or how do we know he isn't? And
Yeah, especially since so many people base their lifestyle and even lives on this figure.
Yeah, like we say in the episode, it's one thing, it's one thing to know that the guy was a real live human being, but it's an entirely different thing to believe that he was divine in some way. Now, we don't cover whether or not he was divine. That's not the purpose. It comes up, of course, because it has to when you're talking about Jesus. It's got to come up. But the purpose is just to look at the evidence as to whether or not he really existed or was just some kind of mythological, fictional creation, which some people argue that he was.
Right.
So it'll be good. It'll be fascinating.
Indeed.
Don't want to miss it. All right. Well, thanks again to all of our patrons, and thank you guys for watching.
Yep. We appreciate you.
Every week we'll drop something before March 6th, but mark your calendars, March 6th. I'm almost done producing it, and I'm going to upload
March
it.
6th, the world will become a better and cooler place.
Yeah, well, no, that started a few months ago when we started this channel.
We started the show, right? It's gonna be even better now because season 2.
Now, I should have it uploaded probably this weekend.
In the words of Dr. Fizz, let's not get too crazy.
You have got to bring Dr. Fizz on the channel more often.
Do you think that he should probably chime in every now and then, John?
He should, definitely. Dr. Fizz deserves his own show.
Well, I'll tell you, because some of the commentary, I'll tell you, John, I could just roast my rooster.
All right, dude. So be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification icon. And when I upload the Jesus premiere, it'll go live March 6th, 7 o'clock Eastern. That's Friday, March 6th. So be sure to hit that notification so you'll get notified whenever it's about to go live, because you don't want to miss that one. Like I said, I think it's my favorite one so far.
No, that's a good one.
It is a good one.
Very important, too.
Yep. All right, everybody. Well, we will see you again next week, and thanks for watching.
Perfect.